Happy Leap Day, everyone. I hope you are all having a fun, special day. So this was for an order from the sweetest lady. I freaking love my customers. They are all so nice and they give me the coolest ideas, and I have a blast making cards for them. So she reached out to me and said that her significant other has a birthday on Leap Day. And so even though he's turning 40, technically he's turning 10. And so I was like, oh, I have the coolest idea for this. So she trusted me with the creative process and said, have at it. She gave me a whole bunch of ideas on what I could do. And I went with a baseball theme because they live in New York and he's a huge fan of the Giants and the Yankees. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. I don't follow sports, so I don't know. But I looked up the colors and the area, and I went with the red, white, and blue theme. And I love how it turned out. I have the coolest baseball kit from Echo Park. And then I had some other baseball goodies. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I have to make this so it looks like a ball being knocked out of the park. And I also turned it into a slider card so it shows both birthdays. And it was just so fun to make. So yeah, I was cutting up all the paper, and here I am doing the die cutting. And I couldn't decide what color I wanted everything in, so I cut everything out of all the colors so I could mix and match and play and have fun. And I cut out a bunch of things that I didn't end up using, but that's okay because I will use them on other projects. I have the most random die cuts because I get them off of a site on Facebook called J&E Crafts. She finds the coolest stuff. So this is from Tim Holtz. And boy, oh boy, am I a freaking huge fan of Tim Holtz. So this is a, oh gosh, what is it called? A rosette. And I wanted to line it up so the stripes all matched, and it looked like a cool baseball themed, like the pinstripes on the baseball team's jerseys, sweaters. Oh my gosh, uniforms. That's the word. I'm looking for the word uniforms. So it looked like Yankees uniform. And so here I am just gluing it all together and pinching it all in and making sure it all fits. And I had to put a heavy block on it to keep it flat while the glue dried so it could keep its shape. And then here I am putting the top circles on, and that kind of helps keep it in place too. And then I had the coolest baseball cutout that was perfect for that. And then I found this fun paper that had like the old school numbers when they played back in the day. I was like, that will be so perfect for his birthday slider card for his age. And so I cut those out, and then of course got to bring out the 5-inch double-sided tape from Amazon. That's right. And I'm just getting everything glued together. I love this tape. It makes life so much easier. So I also went with a pinstripe on the front of the card, on the front panel. And then, of course, I have baseballs and then just red, white, and blue. And I made a swing arm fold. And after I did this, you guys are going to be shocked. I cut my card in half and actually made it like a double card. Because I just had the most fun idea and I couldn't do it with how I had it there. So here I am making the swing arm with that rosette, so it kind of looks like a baseball flying back and forth. And then I wanted to cut out a center hole so I could have it like turn into a triangle basically, and it could stand up. You'll see what I mean in a minute. It makes sense in a minute. And so I cut out the circle so it was just slightly bigger than the rosette, so it could fit in there comfortably but still not just slide through. And that's where I cut my card in half. And I was so scared, like, oh my gosh, if this doesn't work, I'm so screwed. And so I glued the front panel onto the card, and then I made that kind of like the middle of the card, that flap, and then I opened up the card and I added this back in as the inside mat. So you can't even tell that I literally chopped up my card and redid the whole thing. So here I am decorating the front, making cute little banners. Aren't they cute? And I didn't go with white. I just did a white string, so it has all 3 colors. But I really liked the blue and the red for the actual banner pieces. And then here I am making the slider piece. So she requested that it have happy birthday on there with his age. And then also his name Luke somewhere. I love the name Luke. It's so cool. And so here's where I'm stamping the happy birthday, and I'm spacing it out so I can create the age gap in there for the slider mechanism. And so the TH is on there, but I'm going to cut out the little tiny square for the ages. I glued the 0 on there at first, and then I was like, I want to do the ages so they are like 40th and 10th instead of just the 4 and the 1 sliding back and forth. I'm sure you're so confused right now, but you'll see. See, here's the process. It makes it much easier when you can actually watch it. And so that's the slider piece. And I was just measuring out where I need to cut and what lengths I need to do. And so you can see the little slider arm, but I wanted it to be more professional looking. So I got my slider die from Kindred Stamps, and I just made the little fun arrow piece so they knew to pull the slider and what direction. And so I did that in blue with the red top piece and then white arrow. So that's also red, white, and blue. And it matches the baseball color theme. And then I'm putting the foam tape on to lock my slider mechanism in there tight so it can't like wobble or slide in and out more than I want it to. And my foam tape wasn't small enough, so I just stuck it on there and cut off the edges. And so here's where I stick it on. And yes, I know it's more to the right than it is to the left, but that's because we need that space for the slider mechanism. Wasn't that cool? It's like happy 40th birthday. Oh, I love it. And then I was just adding little baseball stars. And of course, Just Called Cards. Woo woo! This is me. I make cards and I love it. And then I added enamel dots on just to kind of give it like more of a celebratory look. And then I added this for her because she's giving it to him. And so it was a baseball player and it says my favorite with a handsome man on there. And then I was just decorating the inside parts. And now I've got to make a matching envelope. You can't have a cool card with a boring envelope. So I went with blue, and I decided to do the pinstripes on the flap. And then I did his name in red. So you'll see all this come together. And envelopes are so easy to make. I love them. I use the We Are Memory Keepers envelope making board. So I can make all different sizes. Everything but slimline, which I need to get a slimline envelope maker. Anyways, so there you can see it's the pinstripes. And then I found a really cool, it's got little baseball players all over it. It's like a, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to call it. It's a thing. And his name fit perfectly in there. So I was like, yeah, this looks cool. It gives it a really focal centered point for the envelope. And then I just added the little blue enamel dots in there to give it some, I don't know, oomph. And then I also used my white pen to turn those into little bubble looking letters. And here's the finished product. So there's the envelope, here's the card, and then I'll show you how it slides. That's so cute, I love it. Happy birthday. And then you open it up and it has the swing arm, like you're swinging the ball or hitting the ball. And then my favorite, and then I added some more little embellishments on the inside, and that's where she writes her message. And then, of course, that's me who made it. I'm so proud of this card. I gotta stamp it. And then you can pop it out so the swing arm actually kind of touches the front piece, and it turns it into a stand-up card so you can display it. And I was thinking, I bet he has baseball memorabilia that he displays because he's a lawyer. Maybe he has it in his office. So I thought maybe he'd want to put this as a display piece too. I never know. So I just wanted to make it really extra special because this is an extra special day to be born on. And there's the pictures so you can see each piece there and how it stands up. And then that's the flap holding itself open. I'm just showing you from different angles what it looks like when it's opened. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a super amazing leap day. Love you, bye!